I ran my very first half marathon in Brighton this year, and guess what? It was humid, it was raining, it was damp the entire day. Freezing outside. My skin is real tight. But my makeup stayed on for the entire 21 kilometers and then after. Okay guys, I think I might be brushing the 10-kilometer home stretch. I think. I can't believe I'm still going. If you're running a marathon or if you're just looking for some inspo, makeup you can wear on your runs or at the gym or at your next marathon, then keep on watching. Okay, so first things first, I'm using this primer from e.l.f. You guys know what this is, Power Grip Primer. It's probably the strongest primer I have, and also because I wasn't traveling with my Urban Decay setting spray. For skincare, I kept it really simple. I think I pretty much just did niacinamide, and then I did the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast, which I think has SPF in it, I'm not too sure. Okay, I'm gonna leave that to dry for a second. What I do like about this primer is it's got niacinamide, so even if like I sweat, I was hoping it wouldn't break me out as much. I'm gonna use some Aquaphor lip balm. Very aware my lips might be chapped right now. The foundation slash skin tint that I decided to use is this one from Arborian in the shade Nude, which is actually just a touch lighter than my actual skin tone, but currently whilst it's still winter and it's not that sunny, the reason why I decided to use this instead of my normal Tower 28 skin tint was because I know I'd be running the whole day and I would be losing a lot of hydration in my skin, and so this is actually like skincare and a foundation tint kind of gooped up in one. It's a lot thicker than the Tower 28 one, which is more of a skin tint, and so I thought this would be better because it also has built-in SPF in it. Bear in mind I was also traveling pretty light, so I just had to use my fingers. I do think this is a lot lighter. I still don't know what my shade is. All I know is I'm on the yellower side. My skin tone is a lot more yellow, so I just used my fingers. I was also rushing the morning of the half marathon, so I didn't really have, I was just kind of really messy with it, so I just used my finger to kind of rub it in. It looks pretty crazy, and it also smells like sunscreen, but I kid you not, it literally lasted the whole day, so I was really happy I decided to use this foundation instead. And also I wasn't gonna use my normal foundation, which is the Lancome tint at all, which is more of like a medium full coverage. This is a lot lighter, and I honestly didn't, my skin was doing pretty good that day, so I didn't really need that much. As you can see, it's like, it looks kind of like sunscreen on my skin right now. Yeah, that's looking pretty crazy. I have tanned a slight bit, so this might actually look pretty crazy on camera, but give it a few minutes, it will just blend into my skin. I probably do need to go a shade darker or mix like a slightly darker shade if I'm going to continue using this during the summertime. What I noticed about this skin tint is you kind of also have to let it absorb rather than go straight into the next step. But the whole point is it's there to be like a moisturizer and a sunscreen and a skin tint, just to even out your skin tone. As you can see, it's a different tone to my neck. I don't know if it will show up on camera, but in person it really does, like you really do notice it. Next, I'll be taking my all-time favorite concealer, the Tower 28 Serum Concealer. And this is where I just did a lot more spot treatment. I didn't get that much sleep the night before either, so I tried to focus more on my eyes and any redness here. Literally just spot concealing. So the products I'm using are actually part of my everyday makeup kit that I take with me when I'm commuting. It's proper trialed and tested. The only difference is I don't always use primer. This primer is like the kind of primer I would wear if I'm like going on a night out, if I'm literally traveling, I don't have enough time to touch up my makeup and I want it to pretty much stick to my face. At this point in the morning, I was kind of just giving myself an internal pep talk. Like, okay, we're gonna go as fast as we can, as far as we can, not as fast. And if we need to tap out, then it's fine. The one thing that I told myself was, let's just avoid any major injuries, like let's not break a leg, let's not break a bone, let's not fall over if we can. I guess me running the marathon and me having this little moment to prepare and wear makeup at the beginning of the day was like my way of calming down, having a moment of peace just with myself, because internally I was freaking out. I knew I hadn't properly trained, and I felt like I was just treating it like it was another day, I didn't want to overthink it in my head because I could easily do that. Then I decided to use my Rhode Pocket Blush. Is that what this is called? This is in the shade Date Cake. This is in the shade Date Cake, which is a nice like autumn berry color. I actually didn't put as much as I should have on the day. It was very light, but I just did it on the apples of my cheeks. And for reference, because I have quite big cheeks and quite high cheekbones, I place it just underneath where my eyebrows are. I use my little Real Techniques travel brushes to just blend it out. So I go into like a circular motion so it diffuses from inside out. Y'all, I am not a makeup artist by any means. This is just the way I have been doing things. But I'm hoping it kind of looks like a natural blush erupting from my cheekbones. I was very skeptical at first. I was like, why is everyone gushing over these blushes? But I get it. I get it now. So my blush is done. At this point in the morning, I was also pretty much rushing. I was like, we gotta go. I have to warm up. I haven't eaten breakfast yet. I need to stretch. Oh my god. And luckily, I went out the night before just to get some bagels because I was gonna straight up just have mungo and rice. Mungo is like a Filipino dish with mung beans, and very glad that my friend's girlfriend advised me to not have it and to have bagels. And my friends who I was staying with had this really nice lion's mane peanut butter, which I didn't even get the brand name of, but it was really yummy. So maybe that helped during the day to calm me down. I don't know. Oh, I missed a step, guys. I actually prepped my face with the Tower 28 SOS spray because I was also experiencing some redness that day. So I did use this. I just forgot that it was in my pouch. This is one of the Kosas mini baked blushes. Looks like this, and it is in the shade Spellbound, which is like kind of like a dark, it's like a dark mauve color. I use the same brush because again, like I was trying to pack light. Tap it on the back of my hand just to spread the product and make sure it's not too pigmented, and then I just like set where the cream blush was. And I kid you not, I was very happy with the way my makeup did stay on that day. I kind of wish I did more blush. But I was kind of nervous. I was like, will I look like a crazy lady going out there with like red cheeks? But the thing about this combination is it does kind of settle down because I have oily skin. It does kind of what's the word? It gets a bit more muted during the day. I actually decided to add some sparkle to my eyes. So I used this Sephora mini palette, which looks like this on the inside, just has a bit of shimmer. I actually went really light with this. I probably didn't have to, but what I did first was I got my concealer, and then I basically just used my concealer as a primer. So I did that just so that the eyeshadow kind of popped a bit more and would stay throughout the day, and it actually did, guys. I still had a bit of shimmer by the end of the race. So I actually used, because I was wearing purple, I thought this was like the perfect palette to match it with, so I used this shade number 3. Like, I think I pretty much just dusted it all across my eyes, and I used my fingers to do it. Literally just kept it very light, and then I used this white shimmery shade for the inner corners. Well, it helped me feel a lot more confident going into a marathon that I had no confidence in running whatsoever. So I was like, you know what they say, dress for the occasion and have fun. Actually, I don't know who says that, but I would say that. I told myself, you know, have fun with it, be extra, because that's who you are. And obviously I was going to be running, so I wasn't, again, trying to be perfect with this at all. At this point, I was very much rushing. So I used this powder from Kosas. This is the Cloud Set powder in the shade Breezy. This is the most accurate shade face powder that I have because it's a lot more on like the sandy yellow side. And it's also very pigmented, like it's very long lasting. For occasions like this is when I would use this powder, especially if it's a hot day, because it does set your makeup very well, versus using the Tower 28 pressed powder. So I literally just did this on my T-zone. Here and here. And again, I wasn't being overly precious with how this looked because I knew it could either slide off, melt off, I could look terrible by the end of it. This was more of like a ritualistic routine for me. based on like the time and location that I was in at the time, I'm very much used to doing my makeup there and then. And it was very early in the morning too, and it was gloomy. So I was like, I just need a bit of sparkle. I also find that I feel like I'm justifying why I'm wearing makeup. And honestly, there doesn't need to be a concrete answer as to why you should wear makeup for a half marathon other than because you feel good and it makes you feel confident. Right, the most important step in my routine, whether I was wearing a full face of makeup or not, the one item that I know I would have worn regardless is this eyeliner. I cannot go out there without wearing winged eyeliner, guys. This eyeliner, I kid you not, is my new ride or die. This is the one-sized Point Made waterproof liquid liner, and when I say it's waterproof, it is waterproof because I ran the entire thing. I spent a few more hours. I think I wore it from the hours of like 7 till 3 or 4 p.m. It stayed the entire day. Rain, wind, sunshine. This is the one, guys. This is the one. It did not budge. It still looked pretty good after 21 kilometers. I actually did a bit more of an exaggerated eyeliner that day, but I'm probably just gonna do a small one today. And there it is. I would say if you're a runner with oily eyelids, or you just need something a bit more waterproof that doesn't like leaves residue for 2 extra days after you've washed your face, this is literally the perfect one. I love one size products so much. I don't have a lot right now, but I am looking to get some more next time I'm in Sephora, and I know they're starting to stock them in UK Boots. So yeah, I can't wait to add some more one size products in my collection. I did not wear mascara. I think I did do my brows. Very sad looking eyebrow pencil. I have to sharpen her. I've been using this eyebrow pencil since I was in 6th form. Not the exact same one, but the brand. Whenever I am like in my I don't actually spend a lot of money on eyebrow stuff. This is literally £2. £2.99 now, I think. My brows tend to be pretty good. It tends to pretty much stay the whole day regardless of what product I use. And then I will just use this. I'll use this spoolie at the back just to brush it out. I probably need a new eyebrow pencil of some sort very soon. And then on the day, I actually used this little lipstick from NARS, which I got as like a free sample. And it probably doesn't match anything else, but I kind of just use it as a bit of like a stain. That lipstick is actually very long lasting, and that's also the reason why I used it, but I didn't feel like I needed to use a lot. So I just used my Rhode lip peptide because I've been having very dry lips. I like to drink coffee a lot and hot beverages. I would say this is pretty much a replica of what I did on the day, other than my hair, and I was wearing purple, so color combination doesn't match. But this is everything that I did. Again, very happy with how my makeup turned out that day. I felt super cute and very much confident, and I was also just very happy that I ended up running the entire 21 kilometers rather than giving up after 5 or even 7 kilometers. So yeah, and thank you to all my friends who took some very cute photos of me that day, because now I have proof that I can do hard things, and it's like a reminder that with a little bit of eyeliner and a little bit of blush, you can do great things. I guess a few tips that I learned about wearing makeup when running is you don't want to like over powder or over cake your makeup, especially if you're acne prone like me and if you're breaking out. I would definitely say skin prep is really important and staying hydrated. I would really recommend, if you have access to it, getting the Tower 28 SOS spray, especially in like a travel form. If you're running on a hot day, if you're going to the gym, this is like just a nice thing to spray before you use your makeup and afterwards. It helps cleanse your skin. It helps kind of reduce the amount of breakouts that could happen and like bacteria building underneath your makeup. Definitely look for waterproof products and test them out. If you're running in UK weather or similar where it's going to be rainy or humid, definitely test out the products, because you don't want it to like melt and then get super sticky or go in your eyes during the actual marathon. So yeah, anyway, that is it for my makeup, my marathon makeup. I hope it inspired you guys. If you are running a marathon very soon, let me know. It'd be fun to get to know the runner community out over here. I don't know if I will be running a marathon anytime soon. We shall see, but I will probably do a very similar thing if ever. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.